Hi, and welcome to Geno's Takes for NCAA Friday. Back in the studio. Shout out to Alicia Velasco and the great editing team at SBR that always makes me look good, including last week when I looked like I was doing some Al Qaeda video. Excuse me. All right, let's get right to it. A couple late games tonight. Boise State traveling to Utah to face the Utah State Aggies, where they're laying 9.5 last I checked, but you can see the line next to my head. All right, look. I think it's fitting Boise State is called the Broncos because just like the Denver Broncos, they're winning because they have a cake schedule and a great defense, not so much because of the incredible offense that is usually associated with them. But regardless of how they're doing it, Boise State is doing it. And now they've gotten through the toughest part of their schedule. Washington, Virginia, BYU, who we'll get to in a minute, all in their wake, and now they have nothing but the conference games left in the Mountain West, and they're just rolling downhill, gaining momentum. Now, I find this to be a bit of a revenge game because the last time they played in Utah, the only other time this year, was when they lost to BYU, and my money, when they gave up that Hail Mary pass in the last minute, and then a pick six, and one before that, and suddenly a sure win. It was a 35-24 loss. Now, it wasn't a total loss because I was in a bar watching the game next to the table of soccer moms, and when he threw that pick six at the end of the game, I yelled, "Every Cougar there can blow me." Let's just say that night ended up as a split. See what I did there? Look. Getting back to the quarterback play that's overrated. It's overrated for the Denver Broncos because Manning's hurt. But here, Brett Rypien, nephew of Mark Rypien, has really taken hold of the job since filling in for the injured Ryan Finley. His stats are pretty impressive in that time. He's completing 70% of his passes. He's got over 1,000 yards, 1,057. He's got 7 TDs, and I really love the way the kid has made the job his own. Now, his counterpart in this game will be Utah State's Kent Myers, who only has 2 starts under his belt. And he's won both of those starts, but he's done barely anything to win those because he's played soft games. Let me tell you, he has 1 TD in each of those games, but he has 9 rushing touchdowns from his offense with 7 rushing touchdowns coming in the blowout of the Fresno State Bulldogs last week. Fresno State defense is terrible. I'm not saying their defense is awful, but the last time dogs did that badly in any sport, Michael Vick drowned them. Look, Boise State has an incredible defense, and to go from Fresno State's defense to face Boise State's defense is a huge turn. Do you know Boise State D leads is 5th in the nation in turnover ratio? They're plus 10. So look for linebackers, Darian Thompson and Dante Dayon, quarterbacks, who each have 4 interceptions to really lead the defensive charge in this game. And I think Boise State wins every quarter and easily wins this game. Take the Broncos, lay what's going to be 10 happily. All right, now let's move on to the later game. This is called another segue because the Fresno State Bulldogs are playing late. Yes, they're hosting UNLV, and this line is all over the place, especially the total. It went from 55 and it dropped down to 51. It dropped down to 51 against that defense. Why? Are they suddenly only playing half the game? If you didn't pay attention to me talking about the Bulldogs in the previous joke, and their rushing attack, now let's make fun of their passing defense. You realize their passing defense is allowing a conversion rate of over 50% on third down? Yeah, when they bring in the nickel defense, it's not a nickel defense, it's an actual nickel that they just flip in the air to see if they're going to get the first down or not. And look, as if that's not bad enough, and they're like, well, maybe it's 3rd and 1. It wasn't. 11 for 20 on 3rd and 7 or more. That's unforgivable. So maybe the line changed a little bit and underwent down because Kurt Palandek, I hope I'm saying that name, Kurt and family, is definitely getting the nod in over the injured, I even forget the other guy's name, Blake Decker. Yeah, he's getting the nod over Blake Decker, has a sore shoulder. But given how bad the Fresno State Bulldogs defense is, he's going to come out looking like Brooklyn Decker because they can't stop anything. Expect him to hit Kendall Keys and Devontae Boyd all over the field, and let's not take away from the Fresno State Bulldogs offense, which is also very good. But here's the thing. Here's the final number on their defense. They're allowing 42.8 yards a game. Remember, if you're allowing 42.8 yards a game, and this is because math, as they say, and the over-under is 51, then they just need to get 10 points on the other side of the ball. You can't bet enough on the over. Look, it's going up already. Quick, grab it. The over's going up. What are you looking at me for? I'll be back with Saturday picks telling dick jokes. Go bet the over in this game and take Boise State. Those are Geno's 2 Friday picks. This might be coffee.